what's up guys, my name is Alec and I'm back again on the RTS Daily with some more Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath gameplay. Probably should resume the replay. So yeah, this is me. I am Traveler-59 and I am against a Nod on, I forgot what this map's called. But yeah, I know this is not like a very, everyone might say this is kind of a cheap map or a cheesy map, because it only has 2 locations where you can get attacked by each bridge, and you can kind of like D up the bridges, and it's kind of a little unfair. And I agree, it is kind of unfair. But I've been trying a lot of games versus Nod, and I've been getting my ass whooped every single time. That's why I haven't put out any Command & Conquer 3 videos in a little while. But so I just decided, okay, maybe I can do it on this. Well, it actually turned out to be a really interesting game. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. We got a little crazy. So I started off pretty normal. I sent 4 buzzers across the first bridge and throw 2 in the building to get some scouting information. And he destroys my 2 buzzers there. I tried to get in his base to see what was going on. But he's sending a lot of infantry down, and he likes to put all those infantry in those buildings down there. I'm also trying to expand up at the top, and I want to defend that because my main mineral patch will run out really fast, and there's 2 up top, which I need the money. But yeah, I'm opening up pretty standard. Got my 2 refineries down, throw it on a war factory, pump out 2 more harvesters, so you have 1 always giving you money. So if you have you want 2 harvesters to every 1 refinery. That's the number one goal. Now, my overall strategy in this was tech up pretty fast, D up, get some aircraft, because Traveler-59 has very quick aircraft and very strong Devastator warships, and also get a super weapon out. That was my goal, and this was just to tech up and defend this top expansion. He just loves the rocket men spam. Excuse me. He always builds a ton of them. I just throw it on those buzzer defenses are really weak. I mean, they're good against infantry, but they get taken out so fast. The only good thing about him is it distracts him, so he basically wants to attack that defense. So yeah, he's attacking me over there. He's starting to push up, and I sent some infantry up there trying to hit him before he gets across the bridge. It's better to stop him up there so he's not into my tech and anything, which I don't want him up there. Buzzer couldn't quite get there. Rifleman got him. I could probably put this up, huh? Yeah, that's better. So he's just starting to constantly attack the top and putting down a bunch of photon cannons, trying to take care of the anti-infantry, which are those buggies, which can take out my disruptors pretty quick. My disintegrators, excuse me. If I screw up the names, I apologize. There's my tier 3 tech is down, and I just keep throwing down more of those photon cannons, and I need to get another another refinery up there so I can start harvesting from up there. And of course I low power myself. Classic me. So I have to take off the power off my nerve center, which is alright. I'm not upgrading anything from the nerve center, and I didn't really need to build anything from that right away. My early defense up there has finally been overrun, so I start building up some units down here to defend when he comes across the bridge. He hasn't come up top yet, and I throw it on my refinery so I can start getting more money up on the top. That'll help a lot, because I'm always sitting at like $2.02, and it's no fun to be that broke. Just keep throwing on more power, and he's pushing over the bridge now. He's got a bunch of scorpion tanks, rocket men, and just regular riflemen, which are a good combo. He hasn't quite teched a flame yet, so I'm still pumping out infantry. Infantry are amazing, especially the disintegrators, because they do a lot of damage versus vehicles, and if you run them over, they explode, like kind of like suicide guys, but they do less damage. Trying to get out some air right now. It'll help with the long range. It'll sit in the back, and it's got a very big area of effect attack, so I can do a lot of damage from the back of my base without having to worry about them getting hurt.
Unit lost. Construction complete.
Still broke, and I threw down a storm column as well. Those are great for defense, and that ion storm above really helps. So they just destroy vehicles. But this trouble for me is I have no buzzer hives down, and all my buzzers are not around. He's taking out my buzzers, so his infantry are just destroying me. I need more buzzers, and I mean, they're doing a good job now, but it's mostly his army, his infantry. Here I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. I'm defending the top. I have a storm column up. I'm like, okay, I feel pretty good. He's pushing up. Here comes a big push of infantry right now. And again, I have disintegrators, not no buzzers out, which hurts me. My storm column has no vehicles to attack, so it's attacking a building, and it does not do well against infantry at all. And that attack is just beating the hell out of me. So I try and send up the army here, and they're just, look, that is a lot of rockets. That is a lot of rockets, and they are just peppering me. I send up my little army thing that I had just to throw it in so he attacks that and doesn't attack my refinery or my expansion guy, whatever he's called. Surveyor is not the right word. That's the GDI one. Whatever, you know what it is. If you played the game, you know what it is. But I finally cleaned this up, even though I've lost all my defenses. Even though I haven't even really completely cleaned it up yet. I throw down the rift generator. Now if I can hold that for 7 minutes, that'll help. But I do finally clean up most of it. Thank God, I throw down a buzzer hive really late. But here comes more infantry, and I have no defenses here. I don't have a barracks there. I got nothing. I'm broke. I got no money. There's no money in my main. I have one Devastator warship just sitting in my base, not doing a thing.
Construction complete. Building.
I finally get him to go up top, because obviously I'm trying to defend that as best I can. There's not much here, but I need it because I have no other source of income. And I'm also trying to buy time for the rift generator. I know if that goes off, that'll hurt his... I can hit his eco or hit whatever. I do not have enough refineries to sustain production. I got a bunch of harvesters just sitting there all full. So I sell one of the refineries down here for some extra money because I don't need the refinery down there anyway. It's not going to do anything for me. I kind of get up some more defense there. Got a couple more photon cannons.
Unit lost.
And I'm still I'm still broke. Here comes more of a push here. And I'm starting to see some flame guys, which is not good. He's starting to tech switch, so my infantry is not going to work anymore. I'm going to need to switch into some anti-infantry vehicle. Because his flame guys, I do not have anything to deal with that. He's got anti-air for my Devastator. He's got anti-infantry, which is what I used for defense all early game. Now you guys are saying, why'd I throw that down? I know it's not a great decision. I know I'm probably going to lose this top base, but I just want to get as much money as I can out of that right now. And I know I'm going to lose most of that, but if I could miraculously hold on, which it doesn't look like I can, but it's just buying time. I know I'm getting money out of that, and that's the only thing I need right now. I need money, and there's no money in my main base at all. So I'm just trying to throw down defenses because the AI always wants to attack your base defenses first. And he's got flame tanks now, so my buildings are going to get cooked. Look how much damage those things do. I love the flame tanks in Command & Conquer 3. They just look so cool when they spit their flame. It's beautiful. I'm just throwing down stuff, just trying to kill as much as I can before it walks down, because I know I'm going to lose this. And I do. I lose my Devastator warship too. And I start building corruptors here. Those corruptors are the screen equivalent to a flame tank. They're my area of effect. And they're good against infantry. Against flame tanks don't do any damage against them, and they don't do any damage against flame tanks. It's like they just don't do any damage against each other. I'm using the Devastator warships to try and take out his flame tanks. Flame tanks do a lot of damage, but they don't have very good armor. They're pretty weak. That's my saving grace. I still have 3 minutes and 24 seconds on the Rift Generator. Rift Generator feels like an eternity as it's waiting to go off. Oh god. No idea why I'm yawning. I need some lunch. But yeah. He's got some fanatics, which are the suicide guys. I finally remembered the name. And corruptors will clean that up really easy. Like I said, they're the equivalent to flame. They'll get roasted there. Another cool thing about corruptors, if you may or may not know about this, is well, I just scouted him out with my thing, so I can see all the Tiberium on the map, and I can see all his power and his refineries, so I can see where to rift, because I'm thinking I want to hit his economy right now. But yeah, what I was saying about the corruptors is, if you attack, you actually will see it later. If you attack your own unit with the corruptor, you'll heal it. You'll heal the unit you're attacking, whether it's a building. I don't know if it heals buildings or not, but I know it heals units. So I use it to heal up my corruptors after a fight too. Helps a lot. So I'm moving him up to try and intercept, to try and see what he's got up here. I want to take this back as soon as possible. Right now I'm long range mining. They're going all the way up there, collecting and running all the way back to my one lone refinery. I'm trying to get the Devastator out of there. And I got my 5 corruptors that are like just, it's a big spitting match. I'm 5 versus 1, yet no one's killing anybody. And he injured those guys, so I gotta walk back. Now I'm going into cultists. Now cultists are, they're kind of expensive at $1,000, but they can take any unit they want they can take, and it'll be yours, and then they can run away, and then the range is pretty much, the tether between them is pretty much infinite range. So I was using that. I use it when I'm behind. And see what I mean? How I'm spitting at the at them to get the health back up on them. And then they're all full. I also hope that they were on the war factory as well. Now the cultists, like I said, they can help me. I usually get them when I'm behind. They're a good offensive tool too, but they can only take 1 unit. And I know avatars are coming. One thing I probably should have done was destroy the bridge. Now, how I said before, how I think this map is kind of cheesy, how they can only attack from 2 spots, and it's kind of a noobish map, so to say, because how they can attack. I don't think it's a noobish map necessarily, but I don't like destroying the bridges on purpose. I mean, the AI will repair them. If you bring an engineer, you can put them in the little tower thing. See the little towers on each side of the bridge? You can throw them right in there, and then it'll repair the bridge. I don't know, I typically try and, I mean, it does happen that the bridges get destroyed because of the Devastators, but I try not to do it on purpose. So he throws in, he brings in some Raider buggies and goes after my cultists and my anti-air. So I take one of them, just because he was going to attack him and I didn't want to take him. But this is the example with the tether. You can kind of bring him around, and I'm bringing my next batch of cultists up to take this avatar. And you grab him and then you run him back. My Rift Generator is all set and ready to go. I'm going to bring the corruptors up and try and spit the guys out so they're not attacking me from over the bridge. I'm going to bring these guys up there and try and take out as much infantry, because the AI on this map is weird. He wants to fill all these buildings with infantry. Instead of attacking me with them, he just kind of fills. I mean, it's a good defense. Like, I have a hard time getting in here. Not when you have corruptors, but like 3 corruptors just took out, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 buildings, and filled with infantry, which is really good. That damn commando was in here and destroyed the avatar again. It's like a fight for the avatar husks. It's the same thing with a lot of them. Now I'm what I did was I know I need to get up to that top expansion, so I'm picking up my original base and then moving it. So I'm trying to figure out where to attack. Should I attack down there? I'm not sure. I know he's mining down here, and I should have attacked down here. But the AI seems to always want... He brings them back up here, too. So I attack here instead. It attacks 3 power, it attacks War Factory, and multiple refineries. So it's like, okay, that should hurt his economy a bit. So I'm trying to get my economy back online. So I'm bringing this all the way up here. The trouble is I don't have radar when I'm doing this. So I bring this up here, and then with my secondary construction, whatever your construction platform, like the crane, I build in a refinery down there. Now I can start getting money out of there. I know I'm floating a little money right now because I've just been trying to save it, and I have no units at all. I'm broke. Now I start building up some defenses because I need to defend this. I have no money anywhere else. He scouts it out again. He has a couple guys in the buildings up here, so I need to get some buzzers up there. Jesus, sorry guys. I don't know why I keep yawning. Probably it's lunchtime and I need food. But yeah, I build some buzzers and I bring them up there to attack that. Try and get those guys out there so they're not hitting me with rockets. I'm building a couple more cultists in case I see more avatars, because I know they're around. It's just whenever the AI decides to attack. The weird thing about the AI in this game sometimes is like he like pushes really hard, and if he like say he just beat the top, he beat my top spot, right? And then he kind of seems to like he has trouble expanding sometimes, which you saw on the bottom how he had like 1 refinery and a bunch of guys down there. Now, I don't have anything, because I'm not paying attention. I'm letting this commando just rip through my main base. I'm losing so much power right now. And I throw down a quick buzzer hive because the buzzers finally got her. That was, and I lost a lot of tech though. I lost my nerve center, I lost like 3 power plants. And he did basically as much main base damage as my freaking rift generator did. And I'm just trying to throw down more refineries because I need money. And for the first time in this game, I actually have money. But the trouble is I'm trying to defend the bottom base because that's where all my tech is, so I can actually build some of these tech units. I'm trying to replace my power as best I can. These fanatics just chilling here. Now they're going to run for right for the photon cannon. I throw down a quick buzzer hive trying to kill as much of them, and I get most of them. Yeah, I do clean up all of them, that's good. And I'm just trying to build some stuff. I think I'm building like a barracks or something like that. Just trying to get, or a war factory, whatever. And I see 4 avatars and a stealth tank. And I'm like, of course he's going to go for my tier 3 tech. Which he ends up going for. And I need a barracks. And I threw down the war factory. War factory, not the best idea. I didn't see the avatars yet. So, I mean, I thought I could put on the war factory for maybe some anti-air or something. Or, well, I did it for the infantry. He's got the stealth tank there hitting my one airplane that's just floating around and tickling him. And ends up taking out my tier 3, which is big. I'm floating $7,000, but I can't build anything fast enough. And I keep losing power because he keeps hitting everything. And he attacked my construction yard, my secondary construction yard, wherever. I don't even know what those things are called. He drops the ability, gives him more damage. And I'm just trying to get power back up, but I'm only at 1 construction yard. My cultists that I brought down there, I wasn't paying attention. They just ran into the stealth tank. Floating $11,000, and I'm not building anything out of the barracks. Good lord. I'm just trying to get buried. I'm sending these guys down to try and help take care of it. Because I don't want to lose everything I have down here. Throw down the barracks. And I'm basically lost my main base right now and switched up to the top base, which is okay because I actually have money up there. He's got another commando up here. And I'm like, Jesus. And of course, I have a bunch of disintegrators, and I'm trying not to let her take any more of my buildings. And of course, she runs right for the rift generator. And goodbye, rift generator. Now, if I think about it, I should have thrown down the buzzer swarm, which I didn't think about at the time. Got a couple things going through my mind right now in the game. These stupid avatars are still alive. They're so damn tanky, and he ends up taking my war factory because he's so BM. Cruel dude, and he like starts building units out of it. I mean, I don't expect him not to, but he's building anti-infantry units out of my war factory. Damn AI. And of course, he's got gun walkers and runs over all my guys. At least they can explode and destroy him. He's got a seeker out now, and I'm building some engineers so I can take his avatars for myself, because they're tanky and can take a lot of damage. They also dish out some good damage. But I just want them as meat shields, basically. Still floating $11,000, but why do I keep yawning so much? Good lord. But yeah. Now all the jokes are in the comments and be like, he's yawning so much, the game's so boring. Yeah, it's pretty boring. No, it was an alright game. But yeah, he got more avatars, more stealth tanks, and flame guys now to take care of the disintegrators. I need some air or something right now. I'm finally spending the money, which is a positive. And I use the avatar just to run over all the flame guys, because I do not want him to take my disintegrators. If he attacks my disintegrators with flame guys, I'll never be able to kill these avatars. It takes me long enough to kill them anyway. Starting to throw down the Eradicator hexapod. Starting to build the Devastators as well. They help a lot. Devastators in numbers, as you saw if you guys watched my last game, you guys will see that they do a lot of damage. Now he's starting to go Vertigo bombers, which is good. I have no anti-air, and he's just blowing up all my stuff. And he's sending more of his engineers in here to take back his avatars, which is not good for me. I'm trying to try and kill these. Do you see the engineer in the back dancing over there? He wanted to kill the engineer, but I kept moving him back and forth over my nerve center, and you can't attack over buildings. So I ended up taking that avatar and then kill his engineer on top of it. Starting to get some anti-air. My Devastators actually destroyed the bridge up there, because there's probably units on it, and they were shooting, and they do area of effect damage, so they probably killed the bridge as well. He's got Vertigo bombers, and he's dropping on my infantry, but I do have my anti-air there, so I can detect him and shoot down those Vertigo bombers. Those Vertigo bombers they're strong against walker units like avatars, juggernauts, and or annihilator tripods. I'm just trying to build some more anti-air down here. I'm building up my army up top. I got the Eradicator hexapod, and I got 4 Devastators. So the numbers are starting to pile up for me. As I'm trying to defend what little is left down here. I don't have much tech down here anymore. All my tech's in my main up top now, but and he just keeps with more avatars. I don't know how he affords these things. That's why it's brutal, I guess. And I bring those down there. Now you see the thing, how it's got a kind of a jet engine on the back. It's Traveler-59 has an upgrade where you can make faster warships. So they're actually pretty speedy. Now his Vertigos can actually attack air. I mean, it's not a very strong air attack, but they can do it. And they got laser capacitors for their rocket buggies, so they actually do some decent damage to my air. He also got Tiberium, Tiberium rockets on his whatever those rocket bikes, I think they're called. I don't know, Raider bike, something like that. And I want to repair the bridge so I can get over and start attacking with my Eradicator. And I am continue to lose the back here. His damn air is kicking my ass. He had Venoms and he had those damn it's just too much air. Man, I really need to learn these names of all of them. I mean, I know most of the time, but so I'm pushing over the Eradicator right now, trying to just do any damage I can as I'm trying to defend this up. I want to take those avatars back for myself. And floating money again. But I'm also building some air now. I got about 6 Devastators up. And he has more of these stupid Vertigo Bombers. I need more air. Oh, excuse me, guys. No, sorry. And he's trying to get his avatars back, and I'm not allowing him to get him back. What you should do is, like, if you're not able to get them back for yourself, you should destroy the husks of the walkers, because it's better that no one has it than if he has it. You know what I mean? It helps a lot that he doesn't able to pick up his units again. Now I notice I'm a little surrounded and I have nothing else supporting the Eradicator, which you should always have like support units for him. He's really tanky and does a decent amount of damage, but he needs support units. And obviously I haven't put any infantry in him. You can like put infantry in them, so they have like a permanent, say if you put a disintegrator, you have a disintegrator attacks on his legs. I finally take care of the air, I finally get some anti-air in my main base. And the bridge is destroyed again, so he walks all his avatars around. I'm trying to build some more engineers to repair the bridge. Now I have 5 down here, so my air army is starting to get big. He's got a lot of avatars, but the trouble is, like, I don't have... My things kill avatars so slow. And he does have anti-infantry, anti-air around. Trying to push forward and see what I can do here. The nice thing about those is I can sit way back and start shelling him from a ways off, like hitting his power, hitting his production structures. And that's what I start doing. Put them on auto. Now he's got a Redeemer down here, but I also have the Disintegrators and I got the air here. So I should be able to take care of this Redeemer pretty easily, and I took care of the Redeemer facility. See, he's got those bikes with the Tiberium core missiles, and those hurt air. Those hurt air real bad. I got rid of the Redeemer, even though it's sitting here. And it's like glitched out. It's like thinking it's still alive, but it's sinking in the ground, like it's dead, and then just disappears. That bridge is destroyed as well. This bridge is destroyed. Damn bridges keep getting broken. Devastator's destroying it. More Vertigo Bombers, but I do have anti-air for that. He's just trying to kill the anti-air. These guys are trying to hit an avatar, and they do like no damage to it, of course. And I feel pretty confident right now. He's running low on money. I know that. And I have the economy advantage, and I have the army advantage. Even though, well, maybe have the army advantage. He just pulls these avatars out of nowhere. He's always got avatars. So I'm starting right now to upgrade. I think I'm starting to upgrade. Yep. Nope, that's power. I do need more power because my main base is still crippled and has no power in it. So I just keep putting down more power. I'm floating some money now again, which is nice. I mean, it's bad, but it's nice to have money at least. And I'm just trying to take care of these avatars. And if the Eradicator Hexapod kills units within its circle that it has, he has a circle on him. I can't show it to you in the replay, but because I have it on my mode, the spectator mode, where it's locked onto my camera. But he around his circle, he can If you kill anything in that circle, you get money back from what he kills. So whatever, a percentage of whatever that thing costs for the enemy.
Construction complete.
I should have thrown that down in my main base, but I didn't for some odd reason. But I also want to transition into the planetary annihilator planes where they spawn the little planes. Those are really strong against everything basically. And I see how the AI is weird. Like he'll long range mine here, and that's why I killed the top stuff with my first rift generator. He likes to long range mine, so I killed those. And then after I did that, he got really screwed up where he doesn't build more than one refinery on the bottom. I don't know why he does it, but he's so focused on building units that he just
Training.
continues and tries and does that, and I have no idea why.
Construction.
He also transitioned to air, which is expensive as well. I mean, he lost a lot of air-to-go bombers.
Training.
I mean, air is smart because I was going air, but
Building. Our base is under
I understand. But he also had, as you saw, a ton of avatars. I'm keep throwing down more refineries, so I'm trying to continue that money.
construction complete.
And these guys need to get in gear and start attacking stuff. I have his main base just about cleared out. I have him pretty much beat, I think, right here. The hardest part is, though, I know he put all his infantry back in those buildings from the beginning. So he's going to have a ton of freaking infantry in all those buildings. I should have built a war factory and a bunch of those corruptors like I did earlier and take out everything in there. And now the planes are starting to come out. These are really cool, the planetary annihilators. I think that's what they're called. Devastators from range can wipe out buildings. And of course, I end up killing a couple of my own guys because he had one unit on the building and I ended up destroying the bridge. Classic.
Insufficient funds.
Yep, taking out all his tech right now. And now I'm going to come down and go after his expansion. He's got all these freaking buildings filled with infantry. I have a big air army now.
Enemy base sighted.
And that's like, it's like a time bomb. The one thing that Nod has a very good late game with avatars and whatnot. Their anti-air isn't that good though. I mean, I couldn't do this against GDI. GDI, the slingshots would wreck all this. I know it looks tough, but I mean, he builds so many slingshots I couldn't do this. And you gotta try and build for their weakness, you know what I mean? I was trying to just survive until I get to the air. Because I knew he was gonna build a lot of avatars, and I know he couldn't just deal with this late game push that I have. So I pretty much have it all. I mean, you can see the big army. And as you can see, as I put it to this, he's got nothing left. He's got nothing left. I got too big army, and it's over. It's all over. And the victory. That doesn't show up. That's because it's a replay. But yeah. That was me, Traveler-59, against a brutal Nod. Here on whatever map this is. Still got more money than me, even though I thought, but he created 300 guys. I created a good amount, but that was all later. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes he's on the pace to get a lot of money, and then he falls off. And the Rift didn't do anything to his economy, apparently. But oh well. Had a ton of units as usual. I mean, like almost 100 for a lot of it. It's crazy. But yeah, it was an interesting game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I'll try to get away from the cheese bally maps if you guys really do hate it. I understand it's not like the most skilled, but I tried. Nod is my hardest opponent. And if you guys want to, like, let me know any strategies against Nod that I could do or anything that could help, definitely let me know in the comment section below, because Nod's my hardest. I have the hardest time against a brutal Nod. I've played so many games trying to like make videos to try and see if I win. I mean, if you guys want to see me lose, I got plenty of those too. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, definitely leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. I'll be back with more of these, obviously. I definitely enjoy doing them, as you guys enjoy watching them. I don't know what I hit. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.